Yeah, we good. Yeah, let's get it. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it, we push it to the limit. We push it.
All right, what up, everybody? This is a four-word podcast. Today I got DJ Mercenary, Mr. Mercenary in the building. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Mercenary, straight out of Clinton, Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Represent for Midwest hip hop. You know, I've known this man for I don't know how many years.
Yeah, it's
gotta be over 10.
Yeah, I think it's been over 10. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Back
what
when we
kind?
were doing Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, we used to do a bunch of shows together. This first time I ever did an out of town show was with you out in Clinton, and it got the takeover hooked on going out of town, man.
Oh yeah, at the Apollo shows there.
Yeah, those were parties, man. They weren't just shows.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It'd
be fun. A show with a party connected.
Right.
Lots of good times. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
A lot of times I remember, and a lot of times I don't remember.
Yeah. we had to kind of take it easy because we all had to drive and shit. But whoever was driving didn't have as much fun. No, we still had fun though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, what would you call your form of hip hop?
We kind of call it hemp hop because it's a mix of there's a little bit of a reggae feel, hip hop, and a lot of it's like smoking, kind of partying music. I mean, the newer stuff is more based on more hip hop-ish, more reggae style than I used to do. But I know back in the day, it used to be a lot of partying, smoking. But the older you get, the more mature you get with your music. So I've kind of evolved a little bit on that level anyway.
Yeah, I've seen your music growing, and even just seeing you on stage the other day, it's way, you just get better and better, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Evolve with it every day,
Let's see, you got on that stay positive vibe.
Yep. Because I mean, there's already enough negativity in the world as it is today. So as much positivity as I can push out there, that's what I really try to do, And then
so you still do a lot of stuff with Shake.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you putting on shows still yourself, or is he the one kind of doing that part of it?
He's been really the one kind of getting the shows put together, and then we go out and get that popping pretty much. We did the show out in Plano, Illinois with Judah Priest and and them guys, and that was just awesome. That was awesome. They showed a lot of love. Everybody just killed it on that show, and that really to me meant a lot because it was just it brought back that essence of what hip hop really is, and I was man, it just brought my love even more higher for the game. So
yeah, those Smoke 'Em record shows go off too. There's a lot of love.
Right.
And I've known him for a long time too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean Shake, he's the one that's really getting the shows booked, and then we go out and we just do our thing. Me personally, I've been trying to bring as much energy into the shows now as I possibly can. That's what I want to give, as much energy as I can put off for the crowd. And just, this last one we did, it was just amazing because you could see how everybody was just getting into it and they were feeling the music even more, and that vibe was just there. So
hell yeah.
But we do got the oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we do got that mini fest coming up September 11th. We Don't Dial 911 mini fest, and we've got a lot of great artists on that one too. And it's the first one we've done since really what was it, Summer Bash, and I want to say it's 2018. I want to say is when Summer Bash was, and then we did Waste-A-Palooza, which Waste-A-Palooza is the bigger one. We're trying to get that put together as well at the moment, but baby steps.
Hell yeah. So the one coming up, we don't dial 911, is that the same place that you've been doing shows at, like outside camping and all that?
It's actually in a different location. We're over in Fulton, Illinois this time. It's on Frog Pond Road. I don't know the exact address at the moment. I'd have to ask Shake on that one, but yeah, that's over in Illinois. It's our first festival over in the Illinois state, and with it all being legal over there,
Yeah.
Might be a safer atmosphere for some people. So
Right. Yeah, that sounds fun, man. I wanted to go, but we'll be in Pittsburgh for a festival.
okay,
On the Flow with Soul True.
hell yeah, that's gonna be sick right there, man.
Yeah, that one's gonna be really cool. I want to make it to, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say he puts in a lot of work. I've seen it here lately. He's just been killing it.
Yeah, he stays busy. I know there's a couple shows in what was it? I think it was either one in October and one in September that like one of the festivals got canceled.
Oh,
I can't publicly say which one yet.
Right.
People are starting to get a little bit scared with the new wave of COVID.
Oh, okay, that new variant shit.
We had a couple big acts that we're talking to about booking, and yeah, I had to kind of back out on them.
Everything kind of fell through on that one.
Well, yeah, venues just getting worried about it. I don't want to put a bunch of money into a big artist and then have people either get scared or just not show up, or maybe like the venue cap down on capacity,
Yeah, you don't want people backing out last minute, and then you're like, shit, what the hell we gotta do?
So are you done putting on your own shows then? Are you just more focused on being the artist then?
For the most part, I'm right now we're working on getting a couple local shows in the area just to try to get something to get the name out there a little more. We got a couple places we're looking at in Illinois, and then obviously here in Iowa, but yeah, we're trying to get some more shows just to get myself out there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'd love to connect with you guys and put on something.
Oh yeah, I'm always down.
And I know you guys were booking Soul True a little bit too when I was down in Florida. So.
Oh yeah. I think we had them at I think it was the Lucky Frog show when we were out on the last little mini Iowa tour we did. But we should have looked at what was going on because the Mississippi State Valley Fair was going on at the time, so it was like, oh shit, yeah. Whoops,
yeah,
you messed up.
Yeah, that's a big thing you gotta look at. I do that. Like I've gotten better at doing that, like looking at what else is going on.
Yeah, because I think back in the day, we were booking, and then we probably weren't even looking at what was going on around the area, which is a tip for people out there who are trying to put shows on. Always look to make sure there's not a big event going on in the area, because you know what, if you want more people at your shows, don't book it around those big events, because it's not going to work out too good.
Especially in an area that's smaller like this, where like if the fair is going on, everyone's going, like.
Right, exactly.
Or like a bigger name or something, especially in that same genre of music.
Right.
So when did you start? No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, we did have a good turnout for the last show.
Yeah,
it was going on during like one of the last days of the fair, but we still had a pretty decent show,
Yeah, that's cool, because like it feels like the people that I've worked with forever all kind of connected in some way or another, because it's good seeing like you guys working with White Smoke and all them, and I've known them since 2011 at least, but
oh, okay,
so it's been a while.
Damn.
So how long have you been doing music? Like when did it start for you?
Been doing it for 20 plus, so like in October it'll be 21 years I've been doing music.
How did it start?
Basically, I was with my dude, his name is Billy House. He went by Skrilla at the time, and him and a couple other guys, they used to just freestyle. They used to record on the cassette, like the karaoke machine things. And so originally, how I got into it, I started doing like some beatbox and like turntable noises and shit. But eventually I was just like, man, I want to do this. So Billy, he pretty much kind of got me started on everything I do. And then that just kind of took off from there. Started recording on a karaoke machine myself at my house, and making cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Just, just in the room, made it, let the friends and family listen to it. And then eventually I hooked up with, I think it was like 2004. I hooked up with like Dave T, which was going by Triple Threat at the moment. And we pretty much put out the first actual CD that people actually got to hear around here, me and him. And kind of all goes from there. I could go on forever,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where it really just started. Just enjoying the music itself, being a music fan all my life, from just like every genre of music, from classic rock to golden oldies to blues to jazz, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to a little variety of everything, rock, everything, you know what I'm saying? So it all kind of, like the roots, if I can talk, right? The roots all come from that kind of upbringing, and then my dad was in a band. He played the drums. And my uncle did like acoustic country, so it's not like I'm the only one in my family that really started in music. And then my brother was doing a band at the time. So, it just kind of runs in the family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad was in a little band with his brothers and stuff. I think he played guitar, but outside of that, I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the only one that was like creative and wrote and did music. So
okay.
I got that all on my own, really. Who was your biggest influence on your actual music? Like, what influences just out there in the music industry? Like when you first started?
When I first started, because the first album I owned was LL Cool J, Mama's Gonna Knock You Out.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first album. That and, which is funny, it's a Shaq CD, Shaq Diesel. I don't know I can't remember the name. I think it was his first album, but it's like, they had the song, What's Up, Doc? Can We Rock? But yeah, those were like my first 2 CDs I owned, and then that kind of just like brought it into like, oh man, I really love this genre, and then start getting into like Beastie Boys, Run DMC, NWA, like Rakim and Eric B, and KRS-One, a lot of those legends, you know what I'm saying? And
it's all the shit I came up on too.
Yep. You got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, but yeah, just being inspired that, and then, just enjoying the genre, like I said, as well as just, I never thought I would do it, but it just kind of inspired me more within just like life in general,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the song that got me, like, because I loved hip hop growing up, and my older brothers always listened to like Eazy-E and Too Short and all that stuff. So I was real young listening to that, and I loved it. But when I really fell in love with it was when I saw that Onyx video, Slam,
oh, hell yeah.
And I was like, I was little, but I was like going crazy every time it come on, and that's what like got into my heart, man. And I was like, all right.
Onyx killed it though.
Yeah. But I just saw that and I was like, damn. And I liked OPP, Naughty by Nature, and like those are the ones that really got me really hooked. And then when I started writing though, I was listening to a lot of Gravediggers.
Oh yeah, man.
And I got that tattoo. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Because that was like, I'm not even like really that big into Wu-Tang, and that's not like talking negative on them. It wasn't my style.
Right.
And I know like that's kind of a branch off of Wu-Tang, but like, man, I fell in love with that CD so bad. Like that's when
that was a great CD.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that on repeat all the time, just because like the lyrical content, the delivery on it, the beats, it just like all came together. I was like, man, this is an amazing album.
Yep, that's when I started really writing. But so
losing my voice here.
So Wasted Entertainment, how did that kind of begin?
Basically it was just like, at the one point I was just on my own, had nothing, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get on anybody's studio at the time. It was like nothing was really going on. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own, because I'm tired of just trying to find other people. And I had learned over the years by watching these guys produce and engineer my music. So I just kind of learned by watching these people do it, and just kind of got my own setup going and just started working, you know. Yeah, I was working with a guy named BC back in the day, and we kind of combined the Waste Entertainment with his Final Ground Productions, and, you know, watching him produce a lot of the music too really helped just kind of inspire to keep it going, you know. So.
Oh yeah. No, that's good though.
Like I wanted to help other artists at the same time, because I was like, you know, I went through that phase of like, man, I got nobody, I got nothing, there's nowhere to go record, you know, like you just don't know. And so it's like, you know what, I want to help other people because I was in that position. So if I can help them do what I wanted to do, and this is what they want to do, then that's what I want to try, you know, to captivate on that, to help them, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what happened to me when I started too. It was like, man, if you just sit around and wait for people to kind of help out, it just doesn't happen. Nobody really knows you like that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started doing it, and that's kind of how we all started doing stuff. We started learning how to do everything on our own, and I mean, I think that makes you better. Like,
right.
I don't think I would have done near as much stuff or got as good as it. Hearing all the people say no and trying to figure out how to book shows and just going through that stuff makes you a lot better in the end.
Well, and you learn so much also by going through that, because, you know, I think if we would have had people helping us the whole way, we might not even be like as business savvy as we are with it now, because we would have been more lazy in the fact of saying like, oh, we had all these people helping us at the time. Oh, I don't want to do it by myself now, so I might as well just quit. You know, we never did that. I think that's what made us better as we got going with the music, is because we evolved with it. We had to, because we had to learn all the process from scratch, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Going and doing our research and all that. So, and
kind of failing on our own too. Yeah, I think you got to go through those lessons, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of failures, you know, but you just got to get back up and just keep going, because if you don't, then you're probably not gonna make it, you know.
It's a tough game, man. You
gotta
have tough skin.
Yeah,
you really do.
And I think that's just music industry in general.
Oh, it is.
I mean, you know, trying to push yourself out there, you're gonna fail a lot, but the whole thing is, can you keep going? You just got to learn from what you failed on and just learn from that. Just make sure you don't make the same mistake twice, you know. So
right. So you've done a ton of shows. What was your favorite show that you've ever done?
Oh, man. That's a good question. Like, is this the one where I'm throwing it or am I performing it?
Any show, like,
man,
it is a tough one. Trust me. I know, because I've been asked this one back several times. So, like, I know which one to say on my end. Which, you know,
right.
There's a lot that could compete, but like, I know hands down mine. But like, that's just because people be asking me back, you know.
Right.
So when I ask people, they're like, oh, especially people like you that've done so many.
Yeah.
And a lot of good ones. It's hard to pick one out.
It really is.
Even one that gave you that ultimate feeling or something, or just a turning point one or something.
I think being able to open up for Cottonmouth Kings was like probably one of the best shows I could think of, because it was just like that being for me, because I was such a huge fan of Cottonmouth Kings at the time. You know, to open up for those guys, it was just like, man, that's a rush in its own, you know, and then getting up there. And at the time, that being probably the biggest crowd I'd performed for, you know, so it was just like more people got to hear it. It got out there a little more, you know, and then getting to meet those guys at the same show, hung out with them, of course, smoked some blunts, and just kicked it after the show. That was, you know, cool ass guys, you know what I'm saying? But,
dude.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
I don't know what happened there.
Dude, that shit froze out. But you were saying like hanging out with them and smoking blunts, and then it stopped.
Okay. But yeah, hanging out with them, smoking blunts and stuff, you know, that was cool, just to be able to hang out with them and just kind of conversate after the show. It was just like, man. But I would have to say that one, and probably another great one was probably I would say the last Wasted Palooza we did, man, that one was just, it was huge. You know, there's a lot of people there, and that one was just like first big time we're doing like a festival style thing, and it was just people were having such a good time. People were getting into it. I say that was a really good show too there. But
so where was the Cottonmouth Kings show at?
Out in Waterloo at Spicoli's,
Okay.
which I think unfortunately they just closed.
I think so. I know Soul True's done something there. I couldn't make. I started driving there, and like, I think I was at a show the day before, and then I don't know if I had to work and then try to go back again, and I was just so out of it. Like, I started driving and it was just like already just zoning out, and I was like, all right, I'm not going. But
right.
I guess I missed out. I heard it was a pretty good venue.
Yeah, the venue was awesome. You know, and they've had so many big name artists and different bands and all that there. And it was really cool to get on that stage and just know, like, hey, all these other great artists were on here and I get to perform on that. Like, man.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that sucks that another venue is closed, you know, because that's just one less place for music to be heard.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, we got a few cool things lined up as soon as I do. Like, I'm gonna start putting on events again, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. We have another roast coming up. I don't know if you remember the roast of Riplak.
I do remember hearing about that, actually.
That went off. It was so fun. The roasters were so funny. But like, we have another roast. I'm not gonna say who as of right now, but we're gonna roast them. And I had everything lined up, and then COVID happened.
Right.
They shut down for COVID, and I'm like, man.
That sucks.
So have you traveled to a lot of different states and stuff for music?
I think right now it's just been pretty much Illinois, Iowa at the moment. I know we're eventually going to branch out. We're just kind of working our way around, you know, just kind of like work small and just kind of go out and expand as we go. So we're just trying to get some new, like over in Illinois, we're trying to get more shows over that way because we really didn't hit much of that the last couple of years, you know, so.
Yeah, I'll definitely get you on some of my upcoming shows and everything.
Hell yeah, I'm always down, so I'm always down.
I was about to do it before. I had you on that one, and then I think I was telling you before, like, I got that bad gut feeling for the first time ever. Yep. That was the first time that's ever happened with the show, and I was like, I can't put this show on, guys.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that at the last.
So weird though, man. Like, I had to follow it, man. So weird. It hit me hard. It hit me hard, and it didn't. I was like, this might go away. Like, I woke up just like, I can't do it. Like, it was crazy.
You know, and that's, you usually gotta follow the gut feeling, honestly, because that's telling you, like, yeah, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, that's the only time, man. But so what about your creative process when you make music? Like, what do you just kind of go through, like, making a song for yourself?
Oh, it's weird because there's different times I'll do different things. Like, sometimes I'll just find a beat and I'll be like, if it's like something I'm just like feeling, I'm like, all right. And then automatically it hits me like, okay, this is what it's going to be about, because I get the feel of the beat. So I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do with this. And then it's just like pops in my head. Okay, I want to write about this, you know, or like there'll be some times where I just want to do straight up just hip hop lyrical shit. I'll find a beat that kind of goes like old school, like 90s boom bap type of style, you know. And then if it's something like, okay, maybe sometime I'm like when the like if I'm feeling like in a bad mood or something, I'm just like, all right, let me find a positive beat so I can put myself back up there, you know.
There you go. So you say it's kind of like therapy to you too?
Oh yeah,
music.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
It's a nice release, you know. Just getting in there, and then especially once, you know, writing it is part of that, and then once you go in and record it, it's like that's the release.
Yeah.
You know, you're writing your stuff down that you want to say, and then once you spit it, it's like, oh, there's a release. You know what I'm saying? It's my best art form I can do. You know what I'm saying? And that's being able to let people know, hey, you know, if you're having a bad time, positive vibes, you know, or, you know, hey, we want to do a song for, okay, there's people out there that are partying, so let's do a song for them, you know. That was always the mindset at that time when we were doing stuff like that. So, but a lot of this newer stuff is just like more of, I try to put more of what I've gone through, what I felt, you know, just a variety of different feelings on this. Got some awesome collabs lined up for this next one. We got Gruesome, I got Jamie Triller, I got Doozy, and I got a guy that you know personally, NDK.
I heard his verse already.
Yeah. That shit was sick.
Yeah.
He went in on it.
Yeah. You know he's
like,
gonna.
Man. Yeah. He's like, he's like, man, I had to after you two guys fucking killed it. I'm like, well,
yeah,
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Hell yeah. I have levels on that shit a little bit. Like, I like writing is my therapy more than anything.
Yeah.
But when I write like a diss song, which I haven't done this in a long time, but like when I write a diss song, that doesn't do it. It does it when I get in the booth and I'm just like going off. Like,
yeah.
That's when that does it. But
all
like
that feeling and emotion are coming out when you're doing it. So
yeah, and then I get mad and like I'm sure DK eggs me on and shit. And then so my other question though, talking about the feeling you get from it. So what gives you the best feeling? Writing, being in the studio, or being on stage?
Oh man, that adrenaline from performing is one thing. That's a whole beast of its own.
Yeah, I've heard the same answer on that before too.
Man, because you know, spin it, you know, you got that feeling into it, but it's not like the adrenaline rush when you get up on stage and it's like, man, I don't really get that from anything else besides getting on that microphone, getting on stage and just going in there and just putting all my energy into that shit, you know. So, but yeah, I would probably say that's probably the best feeling, because then you know you're not trying to, because I know sometimes when you're in the booth, if you can't get something and it just like keeps constant, you gotta keep doing it over and over. It's like, oh, this is getting stressful.
Oh yeah.
But you know, usually it's not a problem, but there's been times where I get in the booth and like it's just usually one word and it's like it just fucks up the whole thing, and you're like, all right, give me a second, switch it up real quick, change the word, like there we go. Transitions a little smoother. But yeah, I would say performing on stage probably has the best feeling, because then you get you get the feeling of the crowd too, you know, because when they're into it, it just makes you getting into it even more, you know. So I think that's what I love about it too.
Oh yeah. Do you have a new album coming out or anything, or EP?
Yes. Got this brand new album. I think it's going to be like 18 tracks. I've been putting some work on it. And, you know, I've only been working on it for a year and a half, which, like, only a year and a half? No. Sometimes that process takes a little bit, but it's been like about a year and a half now that I've been working on it, and we pretty much just got to add the little finishing touches, and it's done. And I'm hoping to have it out by next month in September.
Nice.
So if you're watching this after September, it might already be out.
No, that's not going to be that long, man. I think I'm going to drop this shit same day. So
okay. Well, I'm saying my album. If they see this video and it's like a month down the road, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I got you. I was gonna say everybody's gonna watch it tonight. No,
oh yeah. For the people who don't catch it, though,
you better have a good reason.
Exactly.
Your merchandise is really cool though, man. Like I
appreciate that.
I think it's eye-catching. You did a great job. Like I don't know like who all came up with it or whatever, but
actually that was my creation. I just did the whole logo myself.
Love it. I love
appreciate that.
And I still need to get some.
Okay, yeah. Next month also I should have some more merch, more hats, more t-shirts, newer koozies, and I'm trying to get the same color koozies just to kind of give a variety. And then I'm trying to add some more stuff to it. So if I don't know what people really want. So if they let me know, hey, we want a bandana or something, I'll get those ordered, so. But yeah, I'm gonna have some new merch hopefully next month, but if not, I'll still have the same merch I have now. So
Yeah, those koozies are my favorite though. Yeah. Show that shit. Yeah, you guys gotta get on that. You have anywhere that people can follow you or find your music or anything?
I know all my music's on all platforms. If you want like the older stuff, reverbnation.com/Mr. Mercenary will take you to that. There's a lot of free downloads. A lot of the older stuff is on there from I don't know how long ago, but it's just kind of built up over the years. And so there's a lot of stuff on there if you guys want to check it out. But otherwise, Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, Apple Music, pretty sure, which is going to sound weird, Napster, which sometimes I didn't even realize that was still a thing. You can get, like, people can put my music on their TikToks. I just added the Snapchat thing on a couple of the new tracks, Push It, and I did get Randy Savage uploaded, so that should be available soon. But yeah, it's available on all platforms. I believe the YouTube is youtube.com/DJMerce420. I got to get 100 subscribers, y'all. Give me 100 subscribers so I can change that to Mr. Mercenary. That's how I get my custom URL for, you got to have 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So boost me up, y'all. Boost me up.
Oh, yeah. And everywhere else is Mr. Mercenary, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. The transformation.
Yeah. Nice. So when was it Randy Savage?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you were out there boxing or what?
Yeah, we did a shoot at this local place here. They're it's like a community center for like the kids and stuff, and they teach boxing and stuff up there, which I didn't know until I went up there, and that's how I found out. Somebody had told us they had a boxing ring there, so we went there and found out that they teach like boxing classes and stuff. Excuse me. And we were doing the shoots and stuff, and he said he's got a class coming in about an hour after we started. So we're like, okay. So we're like, perfect B-roll footage right there.
Yeah.
And then they all agreed to be a part of it and everything.
Nice.
So it was really cool. It's cool working with
some
of those kids. Yeah. And I was trying to, it was weird because we didn't know how to go about it, because we originally were trying to make it more of like a wrestling thing because of Randy Savage, but it was like, well, I said it, it's not about Randy Savage, the song's just called, because, elbow dropping haters like my name is Randy Savage, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, the boxing, I like the boxing concept of it more, just because it was just, like, it's like my comeback, get ready, step into the ring and knock out the haters.
Oh, yeah. I liked it. I thought it went good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I was grateful for everybody that came on and worked with us on that too. So,
right.
We do got the new music video coming out for Push It though. It's in the works right now.
Okay, cool.
And that was the last single I dropped. Which once that drops, then I'm going to get ready for this next single to kind of bring in the album. So I also just released a track on YouTube. Video for it is called Hand Over Fist. It's all animated. It was made from I don't know if people have ever seen Heavy Metal or not, but that movie was a big thing in my child coming up. 80s movie, like an awesome. I would suggest checking it out.
It's great.
Classic.
It's great.
But yeah, that's kind of where he got all the concept for it and everything. Took the song and the guy put it all together, matched it all up, and I was like, man, I'm pretty impressed with that. But I've had a lot of great reviews on that track so far. So
nice. Hell yeah. I was gonna bring up one more thing that I totally can't think of right now.
I was the one that was stoned.
No, not me. That'll put me to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, everybody make sure you go and follow this man. Go check out his music and upcoming events. You've already brought him up. Do you have any others you know of or anything like next year? I know that's a little bit far out, but
right. We're hoping, like I said, for Wastapalooza 7 next year. We're just trying to work on getting the venue right now for it. We're trying to make this like a real top-notch professional festival. So, but everybody that came to Wastapalooza before had a great time. So that's what we try to do it. Just imagine like a hip hop Woodstock.
Nice. Yeah. Keep growing that.
Yeah. But definitely, we're going to try to get a couple more shows, Illinois, try to get some more over here and do like another tour. Hopefully next year we got that tour set up. I really can't announce it because I'm not 100% on the show right now, but we're working on getting on a couple of the bigger name artist shows at the moment. So, but that's a good reason to follow me, so you guys can check out what I've got going on, especially with all the shows coming up. Sometimes it just pop up, so it's the best way to really check it out. They can also add me on my actual page at Timmy Leonard, but add the music page. I post on all of them. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. And also, for those of you that follow me and everything, I plan to do more music with him. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so that's another good reason to follow him. Get to know his music a little bit, know what you're going to come into, and hell
right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, keep up the good work, man. I see you always improving out there and keeping it positive and everything. So,
yeah, I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, it was an honor to be on this show.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Much love, peace, and positivity.
All right, peace.
We push it to the limit. We push it to the limit. Fire in my soul, I'm out the gate. 2-story house, I'm talking real estate. Flame burning high, then concentrate. I got a full tummy, you got an empty plate. I don't mind not for the whole 9. Looking at me, shine, it's just my time. Relapse, go back and press rewind. Then you can see this mountain I had to climb. All the hurdles I overcame. At times feeling numb like Novocaine. Had to rise, so just feed my brain. Let go of the hurt and release the pain. Rose my soul to find my purpose. Invested in myself and yeah, I'm worth it. They can try to hate their words are worthless. Time to meditate on a plane that's furthest. A star in the galaxy shines so bright. The will to succeed, reach a new height. Put down the burdens, picked up the height. What's a good show to you? Just my type. Amp up the crowd, pick up the mic. Went through the darkness to find my light. Find the purpose with the words I write. I can further than the sound of dynamite. We push it to the limit. Look at everything we overcome. We push it to the limit. Living for a positive outcome. We push it to the limit. Look at everything we've overcome. We pushed it to the limit. Living for a positive outcome. Push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. We push it. We push it to the limit. All they talk just push my motivation. Flame to the gas, incineration. Waking up a grizzly out of hibernation. Guess I use all of it for inspiration. Come through slide, kick it with my soul dry. Listen to the music we straight up by. Find my will deep down inside. Up another level, build by design. Tweak the toe, then find the change. Look through the scope and down the range. Find the best out of something strange. Gain my strength out of pent up praise. You do the same if you're in my shoes. And what a game that I ever had to lose. Went for fun to making money moves. Don't get it twisted, I paid my dues. Lit up the mansion, set the fire. Built a legacy of an empire. Took some time off but never retired. Y'all can sleep but I never get tired. All I did was hate but it proved my point. Done with service like my last joint. Last ride and you just got voice. So this is our last and I won't disappoint. We pushed it to the limit. Look at everything we've overcome. We pushed it to the limit. Living for a positive outcome. We pushed it to the limit. Look at everything we've overcome. We pushed it to the limit. Living for a positive outcome. We push it.